Okay, so what I'm doing right now is I'm looking at we have an srt4 here. I had some questions about where water would come in or leaks. So I kind of wanted to just show this, even though this one is actually in strip mode. So I just kind of wanted to go over a couple things. Now, y'all know you have your sunroof, okay? And they like to rust out up across this seal, and then what happens is there's metal in between this rubber, and water gets in there and moisture, and it rusts, and then the rust spreads, and then that lets water go in. Okay, so that's one way. Now another way is there's a channel all the way around here, inside here, when the sunroof is out, that drains the water down through 4 hoses. There's one on each side, so each corner. Okay, these ones run down here. You can see it right here. The water will run down through here, okay, and go out. In the back, they run down here and go all the way to the back. So you want to make sure that they're flowing free, alright? Now, another way that you'll get water in is there is a drain down here. I don't know if this is bright enough to pick it up. Right here's the drain for the heater core box. Sometimes water will come back in through there. Now, I'll show you outside here. Now also, in here, sometimes this seam here, down across here, will leak. What happens is, as you can tell, I mean, not just the bolts, but you know, there's leaves and stuff accumulate in this cowl panel area. Okay, so what happens is they flow out across, and if you look in here, you can see a hole where the light's coming through. They come down in here. Okay, this is supposed to be able to drain here. Okay, sometimes this will clog up, or you can get stuff in there and that'll actually clog up, and then that water lays in there. That'll cause rust. This, what happens is this goes down in behind, and then there's a insulation shield here, and that holds, and that'll cause this to rust back in here also. Now, let me see if this is showing. Down here below this is a little, I just popped it off. This is the drain tube coming off the heater box, alright? This will actually sometimes get clogged up with stuff too, and it gets backed up, and that's why you end up having stuff drain out inside of your car. Alright, now like I showed you, where's it at? Right here is where the drain, you can see it in the window of my finger, that's where the drain is for the sunroof. Like I said, sometimes this will actually back up, and then you could end up with it backing up and going in here where the heater box is. So like I said, that's one thing you need to check. Now that was the passenger side. It's the same over here on the driver's side. You can actually look in here, this one's clogged up. There's a bolt laying in here. I don't think it mightn't be for me. Let's just try to get it out of the way. Now you can look down in there. See the dirt? It's got that clogged. Yeah, let's use this. Alright, so you can see that down in there. Oh, that one's not going to fit. This is actually a really, see, it's a really tight right here. Okay. So what happens is dirt gets filled up in there. You can actually see where that was filled up with water. To like here, you can see the water line right above my finger. And that backs up water. That will cause rust and stuff over the time too. It's something that's a poor design that something should have been done different with it, okay? So, you know, you have that problem. Now, you know, you could have, these door seals seem to be pretty decent. You know, you could have a seal bad on your windshield, and it could be coming in and running down, and then coming down onto your floor there also. I've seen in the back here, if you pull these seats out, sometimes these will get pushed down. If you're splashing through water, it'll actually push water up through here, and then you can get water under your seats or down into here, depending on if you're driving on a rainy day. Let me think, what else? What else? Back here, the water will run down through here, off the back, you know, just everything. This is the channel for the water. It'll come down through here. Your seal on your tail light, if it's bad, it'll let the water run down inside, which is kind of what happened here. You can see we have water laying in the back here along with some trash. But, you know, that happens. And then if they're not sealed right, you know, it could let dust and dirt up in. Same thing. These are vents down here. If they're damaged, they'll let dirt and stuff get in. Also, that one wasn't as bad on this side. but that's another place where you could end up with getting water in to the car. Whew, man, excuse me. So, but those are all places that you could check. There's different things you can do. Like I have a reseal video on this. You know, I talk about cleaning out your lines, your tail lights. You know, like I said, this could leak here, and you could get water, and it can roll the whole way down through, and then end up underneath your seat, or even follow that wire down through and end up in the back seat of the car. You know, all possibilities. Like I said, or these could be clogged up, and then it'll run down, and it'll come down through. It'll come down through, and then like this will be wet here, and it'll drip off, or sometimes it'll run across, and it'll drip down right up here. It'll drip down, or sometimes it'll run down, and it'll just follow it down, and then it'll lay here on your floor. So it's just all different places where you could end up with stuff. So I figure I'd let you guys know that. I had a question, like I said. So check those areas out. This was just a little quick one take. So look over the stuff for leaks.